Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to back to the Sonic Heroes Let's Play. In this part we're going to be going with Team Chaotix this time. Usually everyone else leaves them for last, I find, so I decided to be different. Um, Tragic news, the previous footage for Team Chaotix did not turn out good, so I had to re-record. So, you will not be seeing any emblems, unfortunately, this time. So, Team Chaotix gimmick is, well, they're mission-based. And also, at this point in time, I think, actually, the voices they got for Team Chaotix were the best in Sonic Heroes. Don't get me wrong, Vector's successor in Shadow the Hedgehog was also great because of memes.
Yeah, big time!
Now what are we gonna do?
Now what are we gonna do? So yes, they have someone on the other side of that walkie-talkie has hired them to help them out. So. Because Team Chaotix are detectives. I don't recall if... I'll have to look into that. I don't know. Does anyone know if Team Chaotix are considered detectives in Knuckles Chaotix? But so if you know, let me know down in the comments. Otherwise, I'll just have to check. But comments are always good. Anyway, in Team Chaotix version of Seaside Hill, we have to hunt for 10 crabs. Well, 10 hermit crabs to be more precise.
Here we go!
And yeah, come on, guys. Thank you. Though they're hard mode because each stage has 2 missions. But so for Team Chaotix, they have to collect 20 hermit crabs in their hard mode.
Here we go!
So what can I say about Team Chaotix? I like them. I find them as characters they're kind of more unique in terms of their options, because there is no other crocodile, and there is no other bee, and there is no other chameleon. And then if you include Mighty into their mix, there isn't any other armadillos.
Let's go. Here we go.
I was trying to be fancy and get to the point, but okay, we had to swap.
Thank you!
Here we go.
Vector, I find it when it comes to just him attacking, if he has no level ups, I find he's actually the worst of the power characters. Maybe Big too, but they both share the distinction the same way they both share a similar style to their triangle dive. Big's umbrella and Vector's bubblegum. And look at that, we beat Seaside Hill. And they both have a sort of body slam. Though Vector's combo, when you level him up, is similar to that of Omega's.
Perfect. The work of professionals.
Oh boy, an A rank. Isn't that exciting, kids? I decided to grab the key so I could at least show off a special stage at least one of the special stages in Act 1. If you need lives, these are actually a good way to go about it. You just keep your gauge up in the top right and reach the goal before the time runs out. Though you can also increase your time as you grab all the spheres or the orbs or whatever you want to call them. We'll just call them orbs. Seems more appropriate in this case. So, anyway, but anyway, that gauge in the top right is also your gauge for to do a boost. and also the control. Side note: the controls in the special stages are horrendously bad. Like, I'm beginning to reconsider grabbing the Chaos Emeralds off screen and just using my old file to do the last story, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there, because I'm definitely going to make an effort. What else can I say about the special stages? It's a pipe, so at least it's not the half pipe again. Question. So that's good, right? Right? Anyway, yeah. So just keep, go down. Just follow. Just go. Yeah. No, I guess not follow. Just go through the bonus stage until you reach the end. Though, if you happen to run out of time, well, you run out of time. I don't even think you get any rewards. I think it's like kind of like when you fail to get the Chaos Emeralds. It just time's up and you get the boot. Because if you do get the Chaos Emeralds, as you will at least see once in this playthrough, you do get 1-ups for getting the emerald as well. And there you go.
Roger.
And because I got at least over a minute of time left, and I had a full gauge, we get 5 1-ups. So for all you Sonic fans out there, because I know you all, it's I'm a Sonic fan too, but I know it's universally accepted that Charmy is the worst character among all the characters, but to me, I would make a case that would be from Shadow the Hedgehog onward, because I don't find Charmy at all annoying in Sonic Heroes.
Here we go.
Let's go. The pillars on the sides of the path.
Sorry about that, I'm just getting over a bit of a cold. Alright. So in this stage, Ocean Palace, we need to rescue a Chao. So essentially this is one of the few chaotic stages where it's literally get to the goal. Actually, I think it's legitimately the only one without some gimmick.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Oh boy. Sweet.
Here we go. Anytime you're ready. Let's go. Here we go.
Unfortunately, replaying Sonic Heroes, I have to say, as much as I like the game, its gameplay in certain aspects has not aged well.
By using this trick.
As you saw in my Team Sonic run of the game, I had way too many deaths, and I find mostly my fault, but I blame also sliding mechanics from the speed characters.
There's a lot of them.
Leave them to me.
And yeah, this is pretty much the end of Ocean Palace.
Got it.
Good job! Mission complete! And Vector's just sitting there like, oh, what just happened? Aw, C rank, come on. I didn't take out enough enemies. So unlike in Team Sonic when we wound up trying to get the 6th emerald, now we are actually going to get the 1st emerald. watching this footage, running like this does not look that half bad in this pipe, but oddly enough, the special stage was mostly playing nice. It wasn't trying to jerk me around. And there we go. And the emerald just gets absorbed into Vector. And we got 3 additional 1-ups. So, yay! The first of 7 emeralds. Yay! Hey, Eggman, what's up?
So, you're the ones who were playing
They started it.
my army? Sorry, just part of the job. That's the evil genius, Dr. Eggman.
But Charmy, you know who that is. You fought him before. In fact, in your debut game, you're one of the more broken of the characters. Especially if you're paired up with Heavy. So this, like in Team Sonic's playthrough, this is the Egg Hawk. You chase him and beat the crap out of him, dealing out as much damage as possible. And try not to get screwed over by those guys. Yeah, this is an example of why I find Vector to be kind of crap. Doing, 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 doing. Aw. Oh well. I swear the homing attack does not care for the Egg Hawk that much. It decides when it wants to hit the Egg Hawk or home in on the Egg Hawk. And there we go. And there was Vector trying to get into one of the... frick, what are those? I'll call it a carrier for now because I'm not 100% sure. And one of the carriers that one of the egg pawns was in. He went through it and the wing to try to get into it. Welcome to Grand Metropolis. I hope you guys like beat 'em ups, cause now we have a beat 'em up in a Sonic game. Not in the literal sense, it's just literally the mission.
Change your mind. Why do you think we're here? How else are we gonna make the rent?
Let's go!
I like how these guys I swear are just the comic relief. How else are we gonna make the rent? That's legit nowadays. Anyway, so why I said it was a beat 'em up, because rather than just get to the end of the goal, or the end of the stage, we have to take out all the enemies.
Didn't know I could move this fast. Here we go. Run! 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 Let's go.
So you gotta be precise. Don't do what I'm about to do.
Here it comes!
And I did this exact same thing in my previous run as well. But at least this time I clued in right away. I was like, wait a minute. There are enemies over there.
Here we go!
Then the camera betrays us.
Here we go!
If you need to get up here, yeah, just throw your, as you see, just throw your buddies. So does anyone know why, for Espio, they decided to give him a blue aura instead of, like, a purple one? Because everyone else, except for Shadow, and Espio, seem to have an aura that matches the color they are. I'm actually kind of surprised that Shadow was given yellow, but whatever.
Let's go.
Well, I even wondered that back in Sonic Adventure 2, so I guess it's kind of a pointless question, but just curious.
Plenty of enemies around here.
Ah, the turtle robots again. As you saw in the Team Sonic run, you have to flip them onto their backs, or you could just attack if you wanted. You could just, as long as their heads are sticking out, you could attack them directly, preferably with the power type. For some reason, I thought there was something up there. I guess when it comes to going through those rings, Charmy never lets us down when Vector's in the lead. God, Espio, I'm kidding. It's just a pure coincidence in this run, because it'll happen again later.
Here we go. I sense enemies nearby.
Let's see here.
Camera with the R button and L button.
Yeah, unfortunately, when it comes to missions where you gotta take out all the enemies, you want to check everywhere. Rather than, going fast in a Sonic game, and only taking out enemies as needed.
Behold, ninja. Here we go.
Oh boy. Whee!
Looking good. Let's go.
Here we go. Let's go. I'll take it from here.
Here we go.
Does anyone know how a 6-year-old bee can carry those two?
Let's go.
Then again, Cream's one to talk, but then again, I'm pretty sure she's also taller than Charmy. Not by much, but... At that point, I was like, screw it, let's just get the rings from that thing.
I'll take the lead. Here we go.
There we go.
Press the B button while jumping.
Because SBO is level 3, yeah, he can pretty much tear through almost everything. Don't.
Can you do something about that shield, Espio?
Of Team Chaotix, who is everyone's favorite? You gotta pick from these three at least. Or from these three. I think for me, of these three, it would probably be Vector. SPO when I was younger. Yeah, I have no idea why we were missing, but that are my opinions of Espio and Vector change. So, like, today it could be Vector, tomorrow it could be Espio.
I'll take the lead.
Good.
I don't trust this thing because in a previous playthrough, I got killed. Those rings that shot me upward, because I used a cannon to try to fire to one with the power type, and yeah, let's just say the power, we didn't make it.
I'll take the lead.
Let's go.
I'll take the lead. Here we go.
Let's go. Here we go.
Ow. It's a good thing that, at least with Vector, and I think with Knuckles too, I'd have to go back and check the footage. Yeah, when the power types are carrying their flight and speed guys with them, it can essentially act like a shield. You just get knocked back, drop your allies, and not lose any rings.
When grinding, use the B button to accelerate and the control stick to balance.
Oh boy, oh boy. And usually in stages where you gotta look for crap, it's usually good to take it slow. Ow, that sucked. So much for A rank. Oh well. Vector's all like, yeah, this happens a lot.
Not bad. No complaints.
I wonder what the voice direction was for Team Chaotix in this game, because I swear Vector, the voice for Vector and Espio to a degree, use different voices depending on the scene. As you'll see in the next cutscene.
Charlie should take the lead.
It's pretty funny. Espio is I think the reconnaissance guy. Vector's the leader, and Charmy is apparently considered just their mascot.
Guess we'll have Charlie do this. Let's go.
Die, you stupid Eggpawns, die. We need Eggman to mourn you guys. You were the bravest of them all. You actually hit them. And Espio literally just did a face plant into the wall. Screw you, stupid turtle. So yeah, this mission we gotta take out the 3 gold turtles. There's one. Guess we gotta level up for it too. Oh boy, rings! We'll happily take that shield. Cool.
Let's go. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. There's gotta be a switch for this somewhere.
And while the thing was rising, I figured, okay, let's grab the rings. I recommend holding back so you can land here first, especially if you want that key. Because in my previous run, I was holding forward and it fired me past the point of being able to land on the rail, so I just fell to my death.
Let's go. Okay.
Aw, one ring got left behind. Oh well.
I'll take the lead. Here we go. Here we go.
Let's go.
Cool.
I'll take the lead.
Yeah, don't ask, because the turtle in question's down here, but... Okay, so somehow I managed to fire one of my guys in through the cage, but that's okay. I was literally just trying to get my team gauge up. And destroy the turtle with terrible music.
Good job. Mission complete.
And now for Vector's voice change.
Good job. Nothing more to be said.
Man, who are those creeps over there?
What's up, SBO?
And you are...
Just what do you think you're doing?
These the battles. These ones always get started for arbitrary reasons.
Oh, me. I know what you're after. Better stay out of my way.
I'm gonna use that word wrong. Never mind. So, oh, stupid reasons. We'll just go with that for a second. I gotta go and correct myself later. Excuse me. Alright, so, for some reason, I really sucked at this specific team battle, but that's okay. It means you can, see it last longer. We got rid of Root. Well, that's a load off my back. Omega, you bastard.
Here we go!
Annihilation. 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 Annihilation.
If for some reason these guys just would not go down.
Annihilation. 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 Annihilation.
I'll take it from here. Who you're up against.
And now we got left is Shadow.
I'll take the lead.
Yeah, this is a rare one for me, because I don't think I've ever seen the Team Blasts used in this game, but... Well, like, when you're fighting another team. Which, you know, maybe once when I fought Team Rose when I was much younger. Now that I think about it. But yeah, that'll be the end of the Team Chaotix Part 1. Until then, I'll see you in the next part. That D rank was well deserved. Take care.